Hello Sagittarius, how are you? Welcome to your channel, Pluma Purpura Tarot. I truly hope you're doing very well right now, and I also hope that through this reading, you will receive the signs you've been waiting for. At this moment, we're going straight into your reading, so let me prepare your tarot deck. As always, let me remind you, in this reading we'll look at your energy, the energy of the person who thinks about you, and any surprises that the universe has prepared just for you. Alright Sagittarius, your deck is ready. Let's cut your cards, place them on the table, and with your first card, we'll uncover the surprise or the energy the universe wants to offer you right now. Connecting with your energy, Sagittarius, let's begin. Your first card is the Two of Wands, and the second one is the Six of Pentacles. Right away, this reading tells me that something is moving toward your life. Sagittarius, I see a powerful idea forming in your mind. You're someone smart, insightful, and strategic. A plan you've been building for a long time, especially if it started 2 months ago, will begin to take shape. Energetically, I see you stepping forward, growing, and walking toward victory. The universe is rolling out a red carpet ahead of you. That walk across it represents a 100% clear success. The Six of Pentacles reveals that at the end of this path, at the end of this endeavor, at the end of this big project, Sagittarius, a great victory awaits you, especially in financial matters. I feel that you're either starting a new job or entering a venture that will, over time, lead you to earn a significant amount of money. This Two of Wands might also mean that you're about to take a leap of faith towards someone, and with time, you'll see that this leap was entirely worth it for you. In any case, Sagittarius, the universe has prepared something amazing for you, but it lies just beyond your comfort zone. Let's continue your reading. Now, let's look at your current energy and how you're presenting yourself to the universe. You've drawn the Wheel of Fortune. Even if you're not fully aware of it, Sagittarius, you're in one of the most powerful and magnetic moments of your life. You're manifesting, especially when it comes to finances. And if it hasn't happened yet, there's a strong possibility that very soon, you'll create a solid connection with abundance. The Knight of Pentacles confirms this. It speaks of movement toward material growth. You're taking a step forward, and that step leads you to success, to stability, to abundance. This card says you're progressing toward what you desire. Maybe you're heading toward your special person, if that's what your heart wants right now. Maybe you've just met someone truly worth your energy, and you're ready to offer them your time, your heart, your feelings. But if this is about work or money, you're going to invest your energy in something new, and in time, you'll see incredible results. The Knight of Pentacles also shows that you, Sagittarius, are patient, or at least in this moment, you're calm and steady. You're not letting outside voices disturb you. Why? Because you hold something precious. This card represents someone who carries a treasure in their hands, and that treasure is your inner strength. You're protecting it, whether it's your emotions, your hard-earned money, or something deeply meaningful that took real work to achieve. And of course, you won't let just anyone walk into your life and take what cost you so much to build. Let's keep going, Sagittarius. There's more waiting for you in this reading. Hello Sagittarius, how are you? Welcome to your channel, Pluma Purpura Tarot. I truly hope you're doing very well right now, and I also hope that through this reading, you will receive the signs you've been waiting for. At this moment, we're going straight into your reading, so let me prepare your tarot deck. As always, let me remind you, in this reading we'll look at your energy, the energy of the person who thinks about you, and any surprises that the universe has prepared just for you. Alright Sagittarius, your deck is ready. Let's cut your cards, place them on the table, and with your first card, we'll uncover the surprise or the energy the universe wants to offer you right now. Connecting with your energy, Sagittarius, let's begin. Your first card is the Two of Wands, and the second one is the Six of Pentacles. Right away, this reading tells me that something is moving toward your life. Sagittarius, I see a powerful idea forming in your mind. You're someone smart, insightful, and strategic. A plan you've been building for a long time, especially if it started 2 months ago, will begin to take shape. Energetically, I see you stepping forward, growing, and walking toward victory. The universe is rolling out a red carpet ahead of you. That walk across it represents a 100% clear success. The Six of Pentacles reveals that at the end of this path, at the end of this endeavor, at the end of this big project, Sagittarius, a great victory awaits you, especially in financial matters. I feel that you're either starting a new job or entering a venture that will, over time, lead you to earn a significant amount of money. This Two of Wands might also mean that you're about to take a leap of faith towards someone, and with time, you'll see that this leap was entirely worth it for you. In any case, Sagittarius, the universe has prepared something amazing for you, but it lies just beyond your comfort zone. Let's continue your reading. Now, let's look at your current energy and how you're presenting yourself to the universe. You've drawn the Wheel of Fortune. Even if you're not fully aware of it, Sagittarius, you're in one of the most powerful and magnetic moments of your life. You're manifesting, especially when it comes to finances. And if it hasn't happened yet, there's a strong possibility that very soon, you'll create a solid connection with abundance. The Knight of Pentacles confirms this. It speaks of movement toward material growth. You're taking a step forward, and that step leads you to success, to stability, to abundance. This card says you're progressing toward what you desire. Maybe you're heading toward your special person, if that's what your heart wants right now. Maybe you've just met someone truly worth your energy, and you're ready to offer them your time, your heart, your feelings. But if this is about work or money, you're going to invest your energy in something new, and in time, you'll see incredible results. The Knight of Pentacles also shows that you, Sagittarius, are patient, or at least in this moment, you're calm and steady. You're not letting outside voices disturb you. Why? Because you hold something precious. This card represents someone who carries a treasure in their hands, and that treasure is your inner strength. You're protecting it, whether it's your emotions, your hard-earned money, or something deeply meaningful that took real work to achieve. And of course, you won't let just anyone walk into your life and take what cost you so much to build. Let's keep going, Sagittarius. There's more waiting for you in this reading. This part speaks of emotional openness, of opening yourself to new emotions, to positive emotions. If you can, Sagittarius, take a moment and make a list of the positive emotions you want to attract into your life. You can make a list of your top 5 or top 10 favorites. Then begin to call them in and tell yourself every day that those emotions are arriving into your life. Let's clarify this energy. The Four of Pentacles confirms exactly what I was saying, but I'll explain it more clearly. Let's pull another card, the Five of Swords. Alright, here's the thing. The Four of Pentacles always represents attachment. It always means holding on. It often speaks of someone who is fixated. But the issue with this energy is that this person is attached to things that have already expired, to things that no longer belong in their life. So, the first step to growth according to the Four of Pentacles is to let go. It's about giving to the universe what you already know no longer serves you, what you know has stopped growing. The Four of Pentacles represents a very liberating energy. I feel that in this moment, Sagittarius, you're releasing, making space for new energy and new emotions to enter. The Five of Swords may represent envy. This is important to consider now. Because once you begin freeing yourself, some people might start laughing at you, mocking you, because you're stepping out of your shell. You're freeing yourself. You're improvising right now, and that can feel emotional. It may feel a little unstable to move so far out of your comfort zone. You might be trying new things, learning something new, maybe even dressing differently. That alone can trigger others. There are people who don't want to step out of their own comfort zone and, at the same time, want to stop you from leaving yours. I feel this could be some kind of warning. Maybe in your job, there's a person who is very negative. A colleague who always sees the worst side of something positive. Someone who constantly stays in a negative or depressive mindset. When you begin to change, this person might tell you, no, that's not going to work the way you want. Or, you're dreaming too big, you need to stay where you are. So I feel this message is telling you that as soon as you start stepping out of your comfort zone, there will be people who oppose those changes. They will resist sudden movements. But in order to succeed, you need to face these negative people, or simply block out their comments, which may be full of resentment or bitterness. Let's continue with your reading. Let's pull another tarot card and see what kind of energy you are manifesting right now. I feel that the universe is telling me a great manifestation is coming into your life. According to this reading, a manifestation is approaching, particularly in the area of the pentacles. There's a sense of something being held back. Something is being delayed or postponed. But in the end, I see that it will arrive, even if you believe it won't. Even if, at times, it feels like a test of your patience. Something big is coming. Let's clarify this energy, because I feel something is coming into your life that is truly worth it. Let's see. You have the card of the Seven of Wands, and also the card of the Lovers. Sagittarius, I feel that you're aiming high. You are becoming more selective, more focused. Or maybe, in this moment, you are absolutely clear about what you want in love, especially with the Lover's card, or perhaps in your work life. And you're standing your ground to get it. Here I see a clear battle you're fighting right now, or that you're witnessing. One of two things is happening. Either people are resisting your change, or more likely, you are facing real obstacles on your path. This reading, with the Seven of Wands, tells me that you need to push harder. That's the message. You are on a path of evolution. You are on a path of intense growth. Your destiny is the Lover's card. And of course, the Seven of Wands is the card of a warrior. So right now, you must see yourself as a warrior of light. And of course, the word warrior always implies battles. I feel that, in this moment, there are people who might be attacking you, or maybe you are facing a challenge you must overcome. You're dealing with a limitation you need to push through. This card is giving you the power to do that. It also acts as motivation for you to keep going. The universe wants you to know that you are not alone. At this moment, the universe is sending you a great surge of energy so that you can face your enemies, or these obstacles that may be showing up now. The Lover's card tells me that once you overcome these obstacles, once you move through these challenges, you will come face to face with something that will make you fall in love. Now, I feel this might mean that you're in a phase of discovering someone. Maybe you're getting to know a person and daring to open your heart. Sometimes that can feel difficult. But I'm told that after this stage of confrontation, there may be a reconciliation. Of course, as always, that depends on your case and your situation. But this card tells me that after a conflict or dispute, there may come a moment of clarity. The Lover's card may also relate to your finances or career. You are going to fight for a job. I see you here, Sagittarius, in a fight. You're going to compete in a job interview. You're going to show why you are the best candidate for that job. And in the end, when you present yourself with confidence, that will be your greatest strength. Right now, according to the tarot, your confidence is your calling card. You show strength. You show that others are trying to challenge you. And this card is excellent, because that is what an interview is. A job interview is a test. The person interviewing you is testing your character, your intelligence, through questions, through challenges, through hypothetical scenarios. And I see you defending yourself. I see you standing your ground. You are putting yourself where you belong, so that you can finally claim what you believe you deserve. So, once again, the main message is this. The bigger the challenge, the greater your power to overcome it. That's what I feel here with these two cards. Let's continue with your reading. Let's keep clarifying the messages in your tarot. Let's pull another card and, in this moment, start to explore what your reading is telling you to release right now. You have the Queen of Swords, and you also have the energy of the Hanged Man. Here I feel there is a potential block. I feel that you are releasing the memory of someone. You are letting go of someone's energy. The Queen of Swords may represent in this case a very intelligent person. Maybe you were dealing with a man or a woman who was quite sharp-minded. But the point is, I'm sensing this person as being strong in a negative way. Maybe someone who believed they always had the answers. Someone who loved with their mind, but not with their heart. And I feel this might have become, or is becoming, a blockage. The Hanged Man clearly represents feeling stuck, or feeling like this person is not letting you move forward. It's possible that some distance will occur. I'm not necessarily saying it will be permanent. It may be temporary. And this applies especially if we're talking about a Queen of Swords, which could be, I'm being told to say it, an Aquarius or a Libra. Here, Sagittarius, the problem is not with you. The problem lies with the other person. And progress will only happen if that person finally connects a little more with their heart. The Queen of Swords isn't necessarily a bad or cold person. But it could be that your person is distant due to something occupying their mind. In some cases, I feel you're dealing with someone who has a serious internal problem. The Hanged Man points to that. Someone has something very heavy on their mind, but they can't share it. They don't like to show weakness or vulnerability, maybe because they were taught from a young age that showing feelings is wrong. This person is very independent and doesn't like being controlled by others. So I feel like there's a bit of a mess here, especially if we're talking about an air sign. I repeat, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Let's continue with your reading. Let's pull another card and see what your tarot is telling you about your next stage of growth, and how you will continue to manifest. Your reading keeps repeating this. You are going to keep manifesting. Things are not going to stay the way they are. Regardless of your expectations, regardless of what you think will happen, the tarot is telling me things will grow, things will expand. So let's draw this card and clarify how you're continuing to expand. The King of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Pentacles. I honestly feel there's going to come a moment in your life, Sagittarius, where you will be completely ready to manage a great fortune. Here we're talking about two royal figures, two very powerful energies, telling you that what matters most is not the money itself, but your capacity to handle the money that comes into your life. We've all heard stories of people who win the lottery or get lucky, and shortly after, all that money disappears. So I feel that more important than asking the universe for money is asking the universe to teach you how to manage it, how to grow it through hard work and determination. These two cards speak of a person who is well integrated, who has worked their entire life, and can now afford the things they've always dreamed of. And we're not talking about luxury in the sense of wasting money. We're talking about meaningful luxury. Maybe a beautiful home, maybe a house in the countryside. Maybe a vehicle. Your reading is saying that you will reach a point in life where you will be fully capable of managing a great amount of wealth. Perhaps right now you are educating yourself. You're reading about finances. You're thinking about investing some money. You're very close to launching a new business or a new project. And definitely, Sagittarius, whoever works for money will reach it. Whoever fights for money will achieve it. That's always the lesson of the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Now, these two cards are also inviting you to be very prudent. When you have money, you need to invest it wisely so it begins to grow. These cards always recommend making smart and solid investments, connected to the earth element. That means zero volatility. For example, these cards are not suggesting you invest in cryptocurrencies or the stock market, especially if you have no experience in those areas. Instead, they invite you to make traditional investments. For example, real estate, property, land, houses, apartments. The point is this. You are going to have a large amount of money. The universe will help you manifest it, and you are going to multiply it. These two cards together speak of the Midas touch. You will have, or already have, the Midas touch. Everything you touch will turn to gold. Let's continue with your reading. Now let's look at your emotional position. Let's see if your person is thinking about you right now, or if you have any feelings about your person in this moment. First of all, let's clarify your current energy. Let's examine your possibilities and your potential in relation to this connection. In love, you have the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Sagittarius, I strongly feel the energy of the past. Normally, I don't focus on past energy in your readings, but here I sense there's a place you never want to return to. Or maybe there's a person you never want to see again because they caused you a great deal of pain. Maybe this person led you into your dark night of the soul. Perhaps they simply weren't on your level of growth, or maybe they were younger, or lacked what you were truly looking for. Right now, more than focusing on your future, you're closing something that was deeply painful. The tarot is telling you that it's very important to understand that sometimes, it wasn't your fault. Maybe you're blaming yourself or carrying guilt because something didn't work out, but when you're face to face with someone like the Page of Cups, the truth is, that person just wasn't ready for you. Or they simply weren't aligned with your destiny. Or maybe they were, but you both met at the wrong time. So I feel it's important that you recognize it may not have been your fault. Especially if you're still holding on to guilt or shame. I know that's a very specific message, but someone out there needs to hear it. What you need right now is to give yourself a second chance. Just because something failed with someone who was attractive, beautiful, maybe physically stunning, doesn't mean the emotional connection was ever there. And that lack of emotional depth may have hurt you. I see in your reading that you're leaving behind a feeling or a person that was very difficult for you. Let's pull another card to clarify your present position before we explore the energy of your person. You have the Ace of Wands. This card is very positive when it comes to love, because it shows that you want to create, no matter what happened in the past. Right now, new opportunities are coming your way. The universe doesn't want you to stay stuck where you are. When the Ace of Wands appears, it brings huge energy. There are offers coming, proposals arriving like lightning. If you're active on social media or using dating apps, someone unexpected may show up very soon. Let's clarify this energy. You have the Page of Wands. 2 fire energies. I see a lot of curiosity. It could be from your side, or from someone else. There's a strong desire for movement, for beginning something 100% new. This Page of Wands could represent a fire sign, someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It could also point to a sudden action, like someone who wants to move quickly. You meet today, and tomorrow you're already going out. You meet today, and 2 weeks later there's a label on the relationship. There's a lot of movement coming. I feel you'll be more open, more willing to receive these new opportunities. Something or someone with very strong energy is entering your life. Let's continue with your reading. Let's draw another card to see the energy of your person. Let's explore what they are thinking, what they are feeling, in case that's something you're interested in. You have the Ten of Swords. With all these changes you're making, it's possible that someone is feeling jealous or envious. This card is very unique because it speaks of someone showing up late, making a claim that is no longer valid. Maybe someone calls you, asking why you're doing what you're doing, or why you're going out with someone new. I'm sensing here that someone feels betrayed. A person who betrayed you now feels betrayed themselves because you're doing something they don't like. This card tells me that the relationship is no longer active, at least not physically. Someone feels betrayed by you. Apply this as it fits your situation, but I'm sensing that someone is jealous, someone is envious of your new beginnings. Maybe they've seen changes on your social media, and they don't like it. They feel like you still owe them something, as if you still have to be loyal to them somehow. Let's clarify this energy. Wow, you have Major Arcana number 15. This is a card of control. I feel that someone was trying to control you and still believes they can. Maybe you were dealing with someone extremely possessive, extremely jealous. They tried to control your phone, your friendships. But now, the dynamic is changing because you've broken those chains. There was once a bond, but you broke it. And now, that person doesn't know what to do with what they feel or think. I'm being told to mention specific signs here. This could be a Capricorn. Even though it hasn't shown up in your reading until now, intuitively I'm also sensing Scorpio, and I'm being told to say Aries as well. These are strong signs. Capricorn, Scorpio, or Aries may want to return, or may be sending you a message at this very moment. Either to control you, or to make a demand. A very particular message, but there it is, in case it resonates with you. So that's your reading for today, Sagittarius. As always, thank you so much for being here with me, uncovering all these secrets from the tarot. If you'd like to support this community, you can become a member of this channel. For now, we'll close your video. I hope you have an excellent day, filled with good news, full of blessings. And as always, I'll see you in your next reading.